Hi, Colorado Springs. I'm Jessica Hulling, a licensed realtor at A-Team Agents, and I'm here with Cregg.
Cregg Terasa. I'm a licensed real estate agent as well, and the team lead for the A-Team Agents at Pink Realty.
Today we're going to go over 6 mistakes that buyers usually make in the purchasing of a home during the process.
Yeah. Yep.
The first one we're going to talk about is not choosing the right agency or even agent, really.
Yeah.
We work for A-Team Agents under Pink. So our team is me and you. But
and our transaction coordinator, Jen.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
but we're the agents, but Jen is, but we,
Right.
Yeah.
So if we have any questions or anything, we can go to Pink. So it's not only us, but everybody else around us.
Yeah. So, and you kind of get like with us, we got the big wigs out there in real estate that have huge companies where, you kind of get lost in the sauce. We're a little bit more one-on-one. It's us. And then like I said, but, so we don't get overwhelmed, and we have the big guns behind us. We've got Pink to, answer tough questions or help us out and really bring the big guns to the fight for you.
Right, exactly. And then the next one, I just had a problem with this today, actually. People not allowing themselves enough time to move.
Yeah.
So let's say you move out on the 30th. You can call us on the 15th, but it's going to be a very stressful process if you only give yourself 15 days before you have to move out of your house.
Yeah, typically, unless you're a cash buyer and you have, don't have to worry about lender stuff, but typically a transaction takes 30 days.
Right.
And that's from contract to close. That's not counting going to find the house.
Right.
Going to see them and maybe you don't find one right away, or having to make multiple offers.
Which is
and
very
getting
likely.
qualified. So there's a process to it. So the more time you allow, the better.
Right.
Yeah.
And then another thing is after you get your loan and are purchasing the house, a lot of people get so excited that they're getting this brand new house to them that they've got to go out and get everything else new, and so they purchase a washer and dryer or a new car to go in the garage. Well, that can mess up your loan. It can throw off your income to debt ratio, and you not qualify for the loan night before closing and not be able to close.
Definitely, we not us personally, but in our office and other, we've heard the stories that like, hey, I want to go buy a washer and dryer. I want it delivered on the day of closing.
Right.
Well, then your lender pulls the credit the day of, and oh man, now you don't close. That is terrible. So the rule is, soon like you said before, as soon as the ink is dry, as soon as you get that, as soon as the closing is done and the funds are transferred, bam, call them, get it done.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so moving on, the next thing, we've kind of hinted at it, is getting qualified.
Right.
Making sure that you're qualified with your lender prior to, that's the first thing. Now, most people, you even talk to my lenders, and the first thing they do is they call a real estate agent. That's fine. Call us, and we'll, most people don't even know where to start.
Right.
So we'll get you hooked up with a great lender. But it's really about getting that piece of paper, getting that little lender letter.
Right.
That's the magic, get out of jail free card that says, hey, I have a solid offer. Because if we submit without a lender letter, good luck getting someone to accept it.
Just don't fall in love with the house until you get your lender's letter, because it's not going to do you any good in this market.
Exactly. In this market, it's so fast that if you don't have a lender letter, that you'll find the perfect house. We'll go, and then you have to do all the documentation with your lender, and now it's gone.
Right.
So it'd be tragic. Yeah. Another thing is buying too much house. Now, most people, part of it is your PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. That's your total house payment. So that is something to factor in. You want to stay within your budget, of course. But something that I think a lot of people kind of neglect to talk about is, what about maintenance and repairs and upkeep? Or if you want to improve the house over time.
Right.
So those are things that you should factor in, going, okay, if I can afford this much house, I should probably count a little bit more. Maybe the water heater goes out, or the furnace. Okay. Now there are some things we can do, and we always recommend, which is getting a home warranty. Thank you. A home warranty, and that'll help mitigate some of those big costs, especially usually lasts a year or 18 months.
Right.
So you definitely want to cover those and make sure that you have that little extra security. But you want to buy within your means so you can take care of those other things.
Yeah.
And then the final thing is not trusting your agent. It's important you to trust us. We're trained professionals. We understand this. We understand the market. We have experience. So where I see this first and foremost is offers.
Right.
Right now, we're in a seller's market and it's crazy, and people are, there's usually multiple offers on every property.
Right.
They're getting bid up and up and up. And so, we'll help you to let you know what will be a successful offer. And it really kind of comes down to, do you want to offer on like 1 or 2 houses, or do you want to offer on 5 houses?
Yeah.
So, trust us as far as that goes. 'Cause
Right.
that's what we're there for.
Right.
And there's things like the process, inspections, knowing what to do, what not to do, and doing all that. And a lot of that, kind of circling back to number 1 is picking the right agent or agency or
Right.
team. We're here and we try not to, just offer more so we can get a few $100s more on our commission check.
Right.
We actually want to do right by you. Stop running you around so much. Make sure you get everything that you need so you can successfully buy a house, move your family in, and take care of stuff.
Right.
And we want to do right by you with all of those aspects so that we're not we don't want you just to buy one house.
Right.
We want you to get in this house, help you buy a house, and then when you're ready to sell, you need more kids or whatever, you're going to upgrade.
Right.
We want to help you sell that house and then get a new house.
Right.
So we want to take good care of it.
But then on the other end, there could be a house that's completely outrageously overpriced.
Yeah.
And it could be within your price range, but we would suggest to you not to purchase that house.
We just did that recently. I just did a one. It was, I think, very overpriced, which is kind of crazy in this market because, it was way overpriced. And we did make an offer, but it was considerably less than what it was listed for.
Right.
We didn't get it, of course. The seller said no. But, we're going to try and steer you in the right direction.
Right.
Yep. All right.
All right. Have a good night. Bye, Colorado Springs.
Bye, Colorado Springs.